Democrats are on the rope. They're trying to hit back with this new narrative. This is the one where they get to paint the Republicans as a boogeyman, saying it's voter suppression, voter suppression. You know, if you look like me and you're brown, you can't possibly have an ID.
Questions about the 2020 election took on new life last week when Pennsylvania, they're attempting now to join Arizona in calling for a forensic audit.
We'll explain. One state senator and Pennsylvania gubernatorial candidate Doug Mastriano sent a letter to 3 key counties requesting information and materials for a forensic investigation. Mastriano said if fraud is uncovered, he would open it up to more counties within the Commonwealth. However, no subpoena has been issued.
But this, 2 days later, we just showed you this, the White House issued a statement on this. On Tuesday, July 13th, the president will travel to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to deliver remarks on actions to protect the sacred constitutional right to vote. That from the White House.
And yep, that'll be tomorrow. We want to welcome in our panelists, Amy Tarkanian, former Nevada State GOP chairwoman, also a Republican strategist, and Rich Valdes joining us as well, host of This Is America podcast, and finally Tom Borelli, a Newsmax contributor. Great to see our panelists on this Monday morning here. Let's focus in first on Mr. Mastriano's letter. He was requesting specifically election equipment, software, copies of hard drives and phone SIM cards, wireless router logs, and more. He said he asked the counties to respond by July 31st with a plan to comply. I believe he has yet to hear back.
That question, Rich Valdes. Why is there that concern from the White House, from the administration, when some states, or there are state representatives that want to push for an audit in their own state? Then you have the White House administration not necessarily wanting to get involved, but wanting to get their voice on the matter out there, front and center. Case in point, Biden's going to Pennsylvania tomorrow.
Well, I think it's all political. So Biden, I think, and the Democrats are really, they're on the ropes. We've been pushing back with audits in a very peaceful, very patriotic kind of way. And they're saying, oh, my gosh, all of our propaganda isn't working the way that we expected. So Democrats are on the rope. They're trying to hit back with this new narrative that every time anybody's doing anything to strengthen a voting law, somehow this is racist. Somehow this is voter suppression. And it's working. I see friends of my own on Facebook that say, wow, the Republicans are so good at voter suppression. And I'm thinking they're good at voter suppression. Amy pointed out, Biden allegedly got 81 million votes. So I think their narrative isn't stacking up, and they're pushing back because the effort from the Republicans is working.
Rich, is this the top issue that we'll see Republicans running on when it comes to the midterms? Again, election integrity?
I don't think so. I think the border crisis is way bigger of an issue. It's really affecting people. It's affecting communities of color, as the left would say, especially when it comes to employment. And the economy is still going to be a major issue. So I don't think that's going to be a major issue. I think they're trying to make this the big issue because this is the one where they get to paint the Republicans as a boogeyman, saying it's voter suppression, voter suppression. You know, if you look like me and you're brown, you can't possibly have an ID, and that type of thing.
Okay, very interesting. And as I believe respondents from both political parties do support the idea of voter ID. Okay, Amy Tarkanian, Rich Valdes, Tom Borelli, great points. Please stick around. We've got some more to cover.